And I want to assure you that I take this concern to the President, and I have no doubt that he will take the right steps on it. You also spoke about motivating our young faculty members. That is very, very important. Having gone through it myself and having children in the profession, I appreciate that. At the personal level, at the level of experience, and at the level of necessity, we must grow our young intellectuals. So it is also in the right way. And as I go forward, I'll explain it through our one of our interventions. And I also know, it's always nice to come back on campus. Coming before me, the students are not in a mood for more speeches. But they just want to take pictures, and is it true? We want to shake hands and take pictures and leave. So it means that I haven't forgotten about you. So I promise not to take a long time. Your Majesty, I would like to express my gratitude both personally and on behalf of His Excellency the President John Dramani Mahama, to you, the Governing Council, and the management of the university for this invitation to the final session of the 58th Special Congregation Ceremony. His Excellency sends his warm regards and best wishes for the successful ceremony to all graduates. It is a day of dialogue and of looking forward. It is also a day of celebration. I would like to commend the KNUST for staying true to your founding mission. Your material and digital infrastructure continues to support effective teaching and learning. Your commitment to research for national development is also highly commendable. We take pride in the increasing number of MPhils and PhD graduates produced by this institution every year. These graduates contribute to national discourse through their research across critical sectors. I encourage faculty and students to continue conducting impactful research and actively share their findings with both government and industry to promote development. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, let me briefly mention a couple of key policies that government is currently prioritizing in tertiary education. First is a National Research Fund, and I speak to all faculty, especially the young ones. Government commits to creating a sustained resource base to support research. This same commitment motivated the NDC government in 2016, when I was in the Ministry for Education, to begin setting up the National Research Fund. After much debate, the bill was passed by Parliament as a National Research Fund Act. This government is once again committed to making the fund operational, and as a result, has set up the National Research Fund Board and its secretariat with an initial amount of 50 million Ghana cedis from the GET Fund. Government continues to introduce funding models that enhance access to quality education. One is a no field stress policy. Through first-year students in public institutions to be exempted from paying academic-related fees. Yeah, I know you are graduate students, so you will not be so excited, but we need to think of the younger people. So I think we should clap for them. Statistics from the Student Loans Trust Fund, who manage the policy, shows that by mid-June of this year, nearly 130,000 students had accessed the portal. Over 100,000 had completed their applications. The official launch of the initiative is planned for next week, July 4th.
Live on TV as well as and also on Power 97.9 FM, the hottest and the biggest conversation in Ghana inside politics in a different city. Our 37 Abebese Street, the heart of Accra, with Swedish in all the 16 regions across the country. Western Regional Capital Takrady Sharp 106.9 FM, Sansune Ziama Elembele, West End 100.3 FM, Northern Regional Capital Tamale, Aya Kesmi 107.1 FM, Bole in the Savannah region, His Excellency John Dramani Muhammad Nkrumah and Kelege FM, Wa AWF from Boko, Aya Source 100.1 FM, Pusiga, Wing Pansampa Wende FM, and Zeps FM, so Ewo Zebila, all in the Upper East region of the Republic of Ghana. Central Regional Capital Cape Coast, Kotokraba Market, Aya Adom Sound, so Ena Asimfusu, Rich FM, so Ekremo Ewo, Yenuanuma Ewo, FIO Global 105.1 FM, so any Sim Uti Regional, you want 79.7 FM, Okete Krache, KFM Pasa, and a Boom FM, so Ewo Giasekan. Yako for Regional Capital, go so an anonymous 92.5 FM station with ambitions, as soon as Aduno FM, and so Ewo Sound Corey. If you want your Bono region, tiny tip on FM on Soko and Soma FM, so Ewo and Crown Quanta. Stations do in our FH Media if we power 97.9 FM and a TV. SYZ on Facebook Live Power 979 TV SYZ Ghana. Samson on YouTube SYZ broadcasting. Fair yenuanuma mo hwe on Facebook Live any YouTube nyina so no mo betumi akoso ama bibia so ayeden etimi akokama kama ede amaye ewa ha a time say ye betumi awe say de bia bibia so ebetimi akonkan kama na ensema ene yede ebre wo no yedan ene ne yede ne ekire ye Zoom lion aso ya opanyina friend say Dr. Sian Japan kopiem ewo Burkina Faso a womodo mo sa kwata ase ache se ifia dokoro yenu ma ewo Burkina Faso no wode ne nyuma pa no efri abibimam Ghana akudu yenu ma womoso wo Burkina Faso ya okwo akwa ewo ho ensim bibre na na ekoso yebemom ehu over the weekend yenu ba Dr. Louisa Hana Bisiu ya o National Women Organizer Edema NDC Amonyoku waye ne niam ne biem wono so wode ne dwumadie kopiem ewo manso nkwanta in Ashanti regional illegal mining activities ekoso hono watumi akwa stop eniyama ekoso ewo aso na chese ohia wono na administrator of the Minerals Development Fund MDF obo adwuma ye papa ni nyina eyensema ebo Sansuna Abdul Hanan Wahab or immediate past CEO at the National Food Buffer Stock Company umacheno yokufu acheno na muka papa ya mede no nsem ebeba na mahoni ekoso posifo ene mpanifo a womo ehwe se de ebeya womo machechi womo ewo galamsey sense mu nyina no womo timi ayesantwemfo nhie mu ya womo de update no aba ni nyina ye na hwefo ne ye netifo ye be mu womo aso atene ekoso enyina ene awiei ewo dwumadie so ewo TV SYZ na Power 97.9 FM media na full stations a etwa ehie nyina Adom Survey and General Construction womo ke Eco Resort so ena sedaka sie PSC enkoma Victory Garlic Mesa Free Dr. Amwako Nasuye S Natural Mineral Water Hebron Hills International School Live Kit Capsules and yenuanum ya omonso ewo Kumase Takrade ene enkraha ye kai mame edu ya Power Specialist about hospital ono so ekai ho midin Mugabe Maase obetimi afreme capacity man and someone de edos yi papa na eboboba na ewiase ho and then I realize say we are say nipa ya de a osaye futo kakra bi na mede ma menuanom ensentwerefo ma wo se bloggers no aye bibi bia se omo create confusion bi between me nua Captain Smart. Captain Smart me ni problem bia oba me nche wa hada bia me ni hia da bia nti me set the record straight. Se me ni banta bia me ni tokwa bia we me nua ofre me anopa awia anwumre we morning show na me ye a political talk show in the evening. Me ni competition bia we anopa me de awia. So let me send a warning to our bloggers no. Ya mo pese mu use ya hona mo de hwe nkwan no. Say ka Mugabe ni Captain Smart problem bia eni ho. Ena opese o kan bibi fa me ho a mention my name. Mugabe Maase ni bomidin onya be ma na wusuru mi a wo de bomidin no na ka de obeka. Ye say ye beti asima na say entinsima. De bia me ka kiro say wiase ketewe CS no dudura credibility and integrity yenton e wo market we yan sentweni na person carry home very well a common no. Yes, carry yourself very well. And someone is our kind of man can baby any say ura ni menwura ho me nye chief of staff for Juma even in opposition. Dear na say me birthday na chief of staff ama me surprise birthday a party kase pa wonu anifie in opposition no for me Juma kwa me nya 1 year me started papa ni ye Juma on the 15th October 2018 10th June 2019 me pon me program me do ni fie the late Adikuka was the chairman of the day na frekeke na frekeke ene ya ne yire birthday na frekeke so obi a offer wadwuma in opposition obetimi a recognize o wiase wanya bibia mo ase ese menye den me mo ne kro no good name is better than riches. Onimanya for Julius Abra baby a wo bia me fe odache yin ya me won hira no onya okese. And I want Ghanaians to know this today. Say Julius Debra, ne maame eno pokua. Onu ti na maame be ye adwuma e wo SYZ broadcasting. Maame ne fa fon wo frɛ me no, me ni di nkomo no, ani 1 month kwa na maame ne ye den wo to anana ne mo nse do. Manya opportunity say me ni share one on one say da. The footwear o kan e wone ba bi say bishop pon so and wone me kasa money is not the end of everything on this land. Money is not the end of everything. Yeah mabuno ye nuru ba bia wo ma ye mesika ni ye nim bebre choba what I don't want to mention the names uko hu ensantwafo to wa enam agu wo mufufuo so a wo ye mbehyew better no what cement ato anwea e kombede wo because didi abonten wo nwini fie ho ebi mu su. But it is time for us to set the record straight. Me as a general manager here, myself will be anywhere about do 28 of every month. Go to other radio stations and check. Will be a Juma 3-4 months when you are by her under my leadership as a general manager of Power FM. What can be any hope about say 3 months in Triaka. CEO Ebu Juma, Deputy CEO Eto Tony near my year. Nina ya share pa edaho in opposition besine. Woman mo peso musu no musu. Greedy ones no. Woman continue to cry. Me to me real office bia ye bia kwan ma me. Because me credibility, me for my phone and nam. Look at where I started. From Invisible FM, now in Share FM, Kumasi, Ash FM, Nananom FM, Radio Focus, London, Muntie, Radio Gold, TV Gold, Radio SYZ, Power FM, TV SYZ. Me from a phone and 90. Me ba ha menya 7 years. 2018 October 15th. Me 7 years mu na me won. On manyam for Julius Zebra nyame hira wo ne wo yere ne wabusuafo. Wo ma me enopoku ababi o se bia Yakopon ofa ne kransie. Me ma wo de me ba to me third born or the Julius. Nipa ya ade a osayeye. Ye bi mu ha be for Land Cruiser akọ. Wo mo ba ha ba 3-4 months eno mu twa yampia. Ebi manya bi wo mo ba ye hu wo mo. Wo mu twa yampia. Ebi mu kwa wo mu twa yampia. Never again. Tie one na me Sunday no. Never again. Yes. Sa komo ni mo betimi akodi ni wo baby foforo. Never again. I'm sending a warning as a general manager of Power FM. Say never again. Obi oba abeya juma bia no contract wo ho. Bo so be so ha na atuaneka. Will not allow any useless guys to come and sit here and destroy the name of the company. Like as if we don't have leaders. Maybe an armchair leader. I'm very powerful. Because I'm poor. It is over. Be a koso kama. Amemo no Jomama by 6 months amemo no wo mo. Joleza bra be chief of staff ne 6 months no wo mo. Wo mo hear pressure be every obi a ho. Let's keep on praying for them to succeed. So personal interest no is too much. It's too much. Yeah, metra no pa ne ya na kama na anwumre bi ma be sero. No. Yeah, metra sponsor say man be ma be sero. No. And what was is enough. Yes. I'm speaking as a management member and general manager. Me, I'm okay. If you buy no money, omo form ne buy. If you omo da 4x4. Nipa ya dia was ayeye. Oh, greedy guys, you should be careful. Me say nipa ya dia we dan was ayeye. When you na ya, me say anything. If you want to go, go. No one tells you want to go, leave. Don't come and sit here and talk nonsense. We are not ready for that. Without Mugabe, this station will move on. Without Mugabe, me sitting here, the station will move on. Kaba free, Kaba wui, Asempa, Eda so kosu. And then Mugabe knew what SYZ will exist. Session be a mekobi amenya person me. Look at the guys I've trained. Samuel Hunto, Boache. Go, just name them. And be samini omuntam see the city. Very, very cordial. Me ko Kumasi and my colleagues. Ya me no more radio mono. Ya to said the share. Come problem be anyhow. Company bi wo usane obi ntimi mfro ofro obi ntimi nsane. What sort of nonsense is that? And not on this platform. Nobody should make any wrong move on this platform. And you see where power lies. Fantastic. Let's move. And 30th June. Honorable Kojo Aduasare, former MP at the time, your birthday, happy birthday to you. Oh, yeah, chichiri nyina aswa. And Chief of Staff, Honorable Judicial Zebra, Wokani, Lady Victoria, and then the birthday. And then just 900 million in our. Then a mashi fitano. One fact, there be a mecase. If you are strong, Obon Paya, Unzametra, there be a mecase. Nyamema Nyami Asia. Do benya bia die na wa yeden no ma me bia die and say video on sans and ho enyi ni boni ayeda. Yes, I'm grateful to the Deborah's family. Chief of Staff Nyaminsha Wate. Onya okese. Nipa bon for mo be wo hyehyɛ bɔ ne bi atia wo bia ne twetwam ɛwɔ Yesu dim. Ano ne ketrema biare ni hɔ a ɛbɛsɔre atia wa ɛbɛgyina. No weapon. The angels are with you. O ma surrender ho nyina ahia. Na obedi nkonim da bia. You are not alone. Yes. Some of one area. It's a Ghana ha. Adia na ɛyɛ de ayempe. Ɛyɛ de ayempe. Yes. Yenguno. Ni agunu tam. No ye ni aye nipa. And that Zoom line would do Burkina Faso. Me there be America say wrongs ni ya correct ni wrongs ni be ye ani ya correct ni akoye nim. But at the power of fear ya dan eye. And na me nam of anko any nsawam kwa no so a track about timi say so 4 days 3 days track about timi asay 3 hours na VIP free circle na onru nsawam 4 hours no that the traffic odane ne ho so a enye yie Burkina Faso so ko mo nche no masate ka French Bosi fo gina o ma no masate ka French Ghana police fo so mo nche French o be here commencer comprend pas nous an madame ni Sanfon kwa no mudi wo kwa no so Benin ni Togo sanfon kwa no mudi wo South Africa kwa and people are blaming the contractor Opanyine Japan we Ghana ni se we Japan we humble appeal minister South Africa asunu wo bebre you can do a lot of things to support this country yimienu pe fakosi kwa no so cars ne say ya yento free kwa no so na traffic ni free kwa no me say yimienu pe we humble appeal ya me de to Dr. Sian e Japan Zoom line wanim na we ma ade abeche no na ma hu sa waye na minister me cancel a wo be ye me say KTV CS ni dudu ewura voice bi wo e kasa it speaks volumes e kasa kwa akire Dr. Sian e Japan imi metra me kasa ye nwu adwuma wo me say sanfonso bi wo kwa ya korate ya ma wo to adwuma so wakasiri to mo ka yie asamova etu okwatwe bia bia dan eda ndc ni ayi odisai peace FM mama bata for 5 years ni national chairman be kasa last week say etu okwatwe bia etu won be ko peace FM and mun we say me Sunday that signal no e wa ha 3 weeks ago say me ame wofa ene eye despite my ni kwame sifa kayachi o bakono mo brother say Father Dixon o ye me bra panyini adwumayefo ni bebre wo a wo ye menuanom tikese ni ti ne so wo ye menua kwabramafo mu wo nyina ye menuamo agya kwabramo nyina ye menuanom eye peace ehu hia asomdwe na abafi ye nya tobi ka se betimi ato sa ka se na sese sade be ya traffic na no anadwo be 9 PM na menya interest wo mu VIP for ne be demonstration yo mu be close road no for 12 hours die ne besie so when you humble appeal and you buy na say free ho me a good citizen me your man papa Mr. Sienwa Japan doctor Pentecost ni this year me catch you say you tax mienu na si kwa no so fa so mo man Ghana ena adwuma pa we ya wa ha no Burkina Faso afre o Burkina Faso atewo nka free Jupiter ense pa na ka wo ho e wa ha no ebi na aduru mo ho no se Burkina Faso afre no why mo bibia mo betimi aya mo nyama ne Amon chain. It's a 2 wrongs. What don't make what? Right. Let's correct each other and move on. Let's always be there for each other. Fantastic. And no encoda. Yo kofobi wo must sacrifice my life. Sometimes me share Ashanti region to do NDC politics in Ashanti region. Na me share brand to say Apia Stadium. Apia Stadium na car no is na Hyundai Accent way back in 2008 and at the late Owo CD was she Apia Stadium car sana ye the late David Lamtemu ebe man Mahindra kakra oni na ma misina brother Ibrahim no mama ne kakra apia said mu ya 2008 besi na che so atara opposition ko for time and obe join NDC so ajayo 2008 you na ko for na power me ka be si asem so apia said mu akọ opposition we do opposition 16 years and then me ka be si asem so over the weekend President Kufuor ayeden akasa President Kufuor kasa ya na samba na odi tuda wo se Kufuor do onye den on pagana for chew mebo wo se Kufuor do pagana for chew wo do man na konechi. So today baby wo bia no apia said wasom to say Ibrahim amana car don't be jealous tamani ya sene car no Hyundai Accent no way back in 2008 no now we can say koye NDC politics in Ashanti region Kumasi ana untumi nye. Yes, Joma man ni nebusua yibia man and he is grateful. Ejuma enya politicians nkwa na betimi aboa wo se wi akoma mu pa na wiye odwuma ni yi a wona ma obi o won chan we businessman a wonye politician kwa no wo hia obepa wasem keke. Yes, me say office bia ni wa mewura wo Ghana how ayen wo kan me credibility share over the weekend. Yenu aba eye Dr. Hannah Bisiu obo adwuma pa na wo hwe niam wadi kan ye osumi forest mu ene over the weekend was akoye ye ewo eye Asante Regina na se wani ensase ye ka kire wo ene wiase de bia me ka kire wo say ya appreciate ko form ye adwuma pa me de bia me betra me kasa ma me hu I speak for others. That is the difference. Me pese ye hwe de dwumadi Hannah Bisiu kodi ye ne hwe kakra.
So this 1, 2, 3.
This 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
We'll be on the other side.
It's too bad. Like now it's a cutter.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So why will anybody buy something and call the
It's serious. You just need to see the depth of that. See some level of frustration here. Like, how do you insider jobs making the job very difficult for you?
I'm not too sure. Obviously, when you are coming, but before we remove, we do bits of groundwork. You see, at least from being on the field, what I've realized is that it's a cow. This is the river they block, so this is Subin.
And they block the river.
Mm-hmm. The Chinese have come to block our river so that they can take our goat stamp.
Actually, this is like,
we don't give it. As if we are beggars.
Like this is wickedness. You block a river just to mine.
Move on. Move.
It's almost all my ADB.
No, my diverting. And they've done this. So I'm going to hold you.
Yeah. This one looks very.
Oh, then cut these trees down like yesterday.
Cocoa farm and Kasala.
I wait for no. Hey, a media bakuni. So this is a cocoa farm. Come. Go stand in the cocoa farm that you have destroyed. Go. Hurry up. Hurry up. Fast. I don't want to get there before you.
Very well. So, Dr. Louisa Hanabisu, Capacity National Women Organizer of the NDC. Shall I say Kejimfo no on Oye Galamsey, MPP, National Women Organizer, no Oye Galamsey. But Yenya National Women Organizer of fighting Galamsey. That is the clear difference between NDC and MPP. I'm here to educate, to inform, and to entertain. I see in general, 25 years now, I started radio, now we pampers. Now we swap. So, man with a clear difference. This is our National Women Organizer. Fantastic woman. And nipa ye we are. What's your head? You're born a basso. Let me move away from that story. And Ghana Police Service, Criminal Investigation Department, SCID. Omo aye press conference in the Oma brief the nation on matters of criminalities and Galamsey activities
activities of Galamsey. So we have arrested 1 Ghanaian and 16 Chinese nationals engaged in illegal mining at Achim Amenase in the new Ebrim districts of the Eastern region. So for the first case of interest, which is a 4th robbery attempt, the Ghana Police Service, through a coordinated intelligence-led operation, successfully the Special Support Unit of the Ghana Police Service at the national headquarters in Accra commenced an operation following indications of a planned robbery targeting a consultant with a legally registered mining firm in Ghana. Investigations revealed that the suspects included a gold dealer's driver and a man posing as the dealer's bodyguard, both of whom had conspired to rob Mr. Rashid during a scheduled gold delivery by the company on 26 June 2025. As part of the police operation, the movements of the suspects were closely monitored to ensure a timely and coordinated response. On Thursday, 26 June 2025, it became clear that the suspects were proceeding with a planned robbery, which was to be executed along the Accra-Ikuapem-Manfi Road. A police team was therefore dispatched to intercept them. One of the suspects who was traveling with the targets communicated the change of routes to his accomplices from the originally planned Koforidua and Saom Road to the Koforidua-Ebri stretch. Intensified surveillance identified 2 suspects, Adam Zibo and vehicle along the Manfi-Koforidua Road. A few meters away from Ikuapem-Manfi, our officers noticed 2 motorbikes trailing a Land Cruiser transporting the target and the gold consignments. The police swiftly moved in and arrested suspects Kenneth Kate at the scene. The target and his driver were rescued safely, and the gold bars, which according to the victim weigh approximately 1.2 kilograms and valued at about 1,350,343 Ghana cedis and 53 pesos, were retrieved and retained. The 2 suspects in the unregistered Hyundai vehicle, Adam Zibquent investigations revealed that the suspects had conspired about a month ago prior to the incident, waiting for an opportune time to execute their plan. Suspects Adam Zibo and Masawood Yusuf reportedly facilitated logistics for the operation, including the vehicle, cash to procure AK-47 rifles, and motorbikes. One of the suspects was also to receive and assist in the sale of the stolen gold. Suspects Adam Zibo and Masawood Yusuf, in the course of investigation, informed police that suspect Edu Jehu was not part of the robbery. He has since been granted bail. The 3 remaining suspects have been detained to assist with further investigations and will be arraigned before court. Further developments will be duly communicated. On behalf of the Inspector General of Police, I wish to commend all our officers who took part in this operation for their vigilance and dedication that ensured the success of this operation.
Very well. Ghana Police Service, service with integrity. I feel na Ghana Police Service has a fan to mapa Efra. We don't party time over to Webi. Lydia Donko, Yabama na kwama na be we. Esi wo baby a wonte ho hwe. Opanyi Christian Tete Ihunu Nyakopon Enshirawo. Abdul Hanan Wahab was immediate past CEO of a National Food Buffer Stock Company. Yokufu Acheno. Nifonye na daso no. Yokufu Acheno. Na ni dwumadi a odi ye abra na oye buffer stock panyin no. Sense mbi ho so ye de wi ya no. Over the weekend ya Kofi Juma so match no. National Security Force so ache Kofi Juma. Mo chi wo mo saa. Hwom last week me ka me se mo nya busy. Ewo ayi asa we special prosecutor mo mani nyai arrest no. Ono krokro the job bi no ye. Yokufu Raymond Acha National Security BNI honkwa na mochi omonko sia ayi posifo OSP ni oba ye hu hwe from akufa do time missing maye nwesi time ho wow hana omobo adwuma ni nyina hana me se yakọ eye tamale during the campaign launch ewo eye tamale eniema amanfo de womani echeche me hotels ya yesi filling stations ene niema ewo eye tamale na we wasori se okope seat akonya di ewo pusiga okutu hwan a hajia eye ladi ma oye obafa stock wo no ena ba bede die no ene me no kase ya minority caucus in parliament o my press conference ene e fa sa papa ye ho yetie ne koso production team ensema e koso nyina no dabi almost demanded Yoko to reduce bail grants for the former buffer stock company CEO. Bawon ye mo kompon ye chikakra. Sa papa we wane MPP mpanifu bi omukodi birthday ewo Ethiopian Airlines. Se mo be kai na wahye no so a me yisa video no sa wa say amemwo no mawia ya ma ene Fred blame ne John Boadu no mo maka no wo di birthday ewo play mu ewo wiem mo me ma kompon ko ye na enjoyment ya no mo enjoy ewo eye play mu no abrante no ka ho bi ye hwe John Boadu so shimbi
let General also come close. It's an MPP birthday. Some for General. And the film Masha.
We mun am ya share Ghana for before. Oh no. Your di birthday will play mu Ethiopian Airlines.
Let General also come close.
Biako Facebook Live Power 979 TV SYZ Ghana. Moko hwe niema sa ya no fuwe Nendemo mutumi ekoye press conference. One of am press conference. One what time mamo. Muchi omo sa no munye busy. Omo be jansan phone omo di Ghana ha no. Da bi omo ko BNI ade be chena yoko so ache no. Muchi Kofi Jimane e chena no mache eye Abdul, e chena no mache eye Addison. Muchi omo sa left and right. And now onam BNI e chena no onam yoko foja na national security for no mache no. OSP ne de mama no kwatena ni baby. Another useless man we woni. We. Ensa so yato ensa boka. Ghana ha yato ensa boka. Ensa demand ne ye high. Baby adi we kwat open ensa dada. Ane ensa de wakwato ensa no. Okaka papa we asema oni ne kase o se edewu. Ne mra ne no edewu. Useless man we ne baba ma kwaware akufado baba. Womo kwaware wo Jubilee House. Esa fu mu tina Ghana di ya ba ko no me kasa with evidence. President here wo be bie punu se obi meye wedding ewo eye Jubilee House. E ba bompae National Thanksgiving eye se ye ba bompae e dia save o man no That is the difference between MPP and NDC. And some dosu pa. Chief Justice says some su gusua ekoso. Ama for chew madwene. Nye easy. And Her Excellency Lawyer Zita Benson ene Alista omo betena se. Ochina Honorable Collins Dada. Honorable Collins Dada. For about 8 years on radio station 4 p.m. Ofrime Kaba, Haje no duma kwaba. Haje papa no duma kwaba. Etina 4 p.m. na kwenye ni. Ono Honorable Sulugu. Alaji Collins Dada chairman of the Hajj board. Etina nyame adoma oha. One miame tif. Hana obenya no. Ekasa wia ne ba bia du. Dede bia ne akire. Asa. Panifoni nyina no bia te ho no otie. Because hana e cancer mpa no. Hana e ka no kore no. Se ne tie bia be ka ne sa pepepe. Ene ye djuma wura. Onumunyafo Jilo Zebra. Ene ye ne fem pade. Ne dofo pa. Eye Lady Victoria on that no. Yes. Chief of Staff ne wife ne daso no. Onumunyafo Jilo Zebra. Ene ye ne yire birthday. Lady Victoria. Nyame mo hoɔden ne kwateten. Anya me nwanwa sɛ wo ye Jumbon. Jufo ye ne ho Africa. Ye ntai obia ana ye nchiri obia ye nya jealous of anyone. Enyame na aboye so. The capacity chief of staff. Te ene ye ne yire awoda. I was me celebrating because mami wo yi ni papa. I was SYZ celebrating because wo akomapa. Nyame hira wate. Onya okese. Omo ho ban. Na tofo bon sa mebe se shafa ho bia na 100 million jesu mu twetwam. Abe da che hima. Be so be den da che hima. Ukunu so be da che hene. Yes. Ghana haye din. Mugabe atenase. Metrase also Ghana ye I'm the commander of the airwaves. Every 3 to 6 no radio no TV. You can phone in 80. That is my style. And other for me chiao me hu ache ya na aba no abecha me kakra. Sabo so kan wodu ho office bia wo spare parts dealers no wo ma bia tum se ku ha. Ajako Motos Emmanuela ene Asantewa Debra ene Doreen Ayesumwa wo manu wo mo ene omo di omo birthday Ajako Motos esu wa biatum ekwa mosque nche ho ewa bosu kan ho inside ho no masa wa biatum se ku ha sweet mistake wonene ne ben ho pe say happy birthday nkoma ho ma no sanso na happy birthday sa kom magi no mobile money agent ewo abosu kan nyina free Ajako Motos Honorable Kwadwo do asare former MP for Adenta also celebrate your birthday ene ebonso ya sports presenter ewo SYZ broadcasting ebo osime ba yema hu say watwa cake num ama wa me fi ha yehwam wa nya hwe kwa wati me twa cake June for birthday dey won say nya birthday ketua baya de wa on face susade but what me twa cake ya my respect you. Thank you. Say they know one na ye no sa pepepe na Yesu ma ye ne be de ebe Mugabe Maase ni me di me so betimi afre me capacity man. Yes, and I know my level. And I Mondays do a Dr. Amponsa. Her Excellency Lawyer Zita Benson, former tourism minister, former information minister, former Ghana ambassador to Czech Republic. I don't know, say never any last show there. I never next week. I know now uncle cry and I want 4 penny slot to know. And you gave Rebecca near the never. Be a cost of fine. And I am a boss. Your birthday, Monyam for Julius Zebra. Hey, June Bonfo. Let's see a bit dinning in our one day. You can't in our boma near Lady Victoria D. 30th, asa. Kojo do asari 30th one in near the account boom. Tia dear first in and the excellency lawyer Jitabensi. So US UK or back down. Near account boom. Sebekwa kodin UK, sebekwa kodin US, sebeko a Safari Valley Eco Resort near Diabum. And I enjoyed the idea, Dr. Amponsa, dear now, my.
Within the Dr. Amponsa, me can't just remember me say, Wayari Safi. Dr. Amponsa, Wayari Safi. If you say, me ba na ayarisa aba. Enunti ene program no, mestre se kache unuya se, onfa na fidi no, friend phones so onfa na fidi no nto TV XYZ. TV XYZ onfa na fidi no nto ho. Na onfa ne radio no so nto Power FM. Eno so obete menka. Se Dr. Amponsa me ba na kire se yare no dwane. Otimi din no dwane because onim se anya bia magic machine ewo ho ana asai ensai da. Ne santi yare timi din ana o toto folesim. Ukọ hokura mechesi wa besa yare no. Because mani abre ai ye ja na atiase abeteta asen aba. Enunti mani abre se ayaresa no. Se de mi chesi yare na nkasa. Ha ne santi ene me pesa me ka bibi kire wo a wotifi a wo yare. Hwe me na follow me. Me TikTok no ye Dr. Amponsa TV. Simple kra. Ena YouTube no so ye Dr. Amponsa TV. Sana tie. Eti abribi ya pesa ukohe video so no kakra na uhunu se doctor ebetumi abo a oba onsa ebekan. Ena uko internet so ope uba anase yango ede aba. Eno an se obebo Dr. Amponsa Herbal Hospital. Obo ya ka no do obeba Dr. Amponsa. Ena ne medican aka ho asem eye yare a achi enkrofu a wo mu nim yare kro. Yo nkrofo bebre da fie o yare pa nanso o se doctor minim yare kura e ha me tie me ya wa yare bi te say wabubu agu fom e stroke bebre tumo ka o se o yare stroke o se da bi o doctor se me yare stroke nanso o te fom e bubu yare no bi ya nkrofo bi wo ha o muntum nkasa enso doctor se on stroke enu nso e wo ho ya onkrofo bi wo ho a ombubungui otubo nante nanso ni sisi achia ya wo yare hodo a eyesa ya onkrofo bi wo a ne honam hyehye no te seja nanso onim yare kura ama ne ho hyehye no no na dwe da ni timo ane se ya to me aduro obi na eya me aduro minu ya wo hwa me na enya aduto yare no bi wo ho a ne ya aye no bi wo ho a ebechewo a ema sa burning sensation we but eno no more no afa o half mom sa wo side ha no nyina ehyehyew pa o heat no doso what is hwe na brantem na stroke wanchew obi so ho a burning sensation na eye no bibi wo yam ya friend ga brother sa brother ya meka ho asemi elikia eye acid sa acid no kwa wo sesemu a o ba hyehye o te sede ya ofiefuo anase obi ahyeda ede maku asrawo minua bra Dr. Amponsa me de machine magic machine si usu a ebe collect cells na anya problem no nyina na amasa hyehye no nyina ajai na ya ma okuraduru because a prepra obi wo ho a ne dia ne ye Johnson a ewo se ekọ ne brother num na o Johnson no kidney na fail no eno ti sa amasa acid na enye na ewo se o Johnson no akọ ne nipadua num minu a wo hwa me ne obi tie me ne wo se doctor me dia ne dia me kidney no yesi eye pa nanso me hu burning sensation no ore fi se jonso de wa wonyonso hwe nyame bo nipa no se toilet no ana se nuane ne ya adwuma wi a wo se uyi tugu na wo ye free but oba titro man tumu kipu jonso obetumi kipu jonso sa bi afra do patu anwumre ose me ye wo ya wie na jonso no asen ayira eko he asanya reverse ko ya adwuma foforo enti acid abawo nipaduanom ebema burning sensation ese prepraw ama toxic efi akọwo sister no nyina enti sa wo hwamia ade ama wo bre obi wa senti age ni nipaduam nyina hwese de toilet die etie na abase koyimitugu na wose dabi mikipu na asanya ko nipaduanom ebeja sent ebe more problem ahankwa na abenya we yatie o enkurofu amoyare diabetes tifie amobre diabetes asichire yare muntie mi ye pa bebre wo ha na adwen so makoto aduro ya friend diabetes yadro entumu nsa yare no da me kire no kwasem no ade etumu ma wo diabetes ya ekodo eye simple bibi wo ni paduanum ya fra no pancreas ne da de wasichire nyina ye adwuma ma wo wanya osa anase kuro abawuyam ama osa no afro pancreas no enti pancreas ne yare so pancreas ne yare a asichire no be fam mojam ejiwa ba Dr. Amponsa Herbal Hospital na ya koleto pancreas no tiemiye pa ya ba koleto pancreas no se pancreas no hotono a asichire akọ mojam no obetwe nyina one diabetes bi sanete enti diabetes na wanu maduru enkoda no sanete bramaso ya na memwa wo ya was Spintex Coastal Junction uduru a taxi station na ewo ho no buso omo se o hwe Dr. Amponsa on be kire wo de uber nso abo Dr. Amponsa Herbal Hospital Edobeba Street edi se wotie me ne anasa wo hwe me ne na se wo yare asichire yare a bra na ya kwalato pancreas na wo nyare asichire yare biem obi so say doctor me yare diabetes no enya no na mesuate se say me nan so nyina asate eye kuro saa dete yare no ede ekreti acid more ese wo hunsuo no moja no tiemiye diabetes nye HIV yonkunu no sadi amanfo suro HIV amunsuro diabetes no enye HIV yonkunu no yare etumode just 12 hours efon nipa when say HIV dey friends say 2 weeks craft phone nipa da HIV the years and be phone but diabetes the hours any minutes and a year na juma eno ntinya HIV yonko ne diabetes eti say ya can't ye na sa wutie me na sa diabetes astarte wasichire na astarte ekosoro na wankasa ojonso ntentem ahese umfili oke oho hyehyew anasa oho ye obasa eto de ye so bewu ade be chena ate ho a sa diabetes no eno nso ebo okoko se bra ne yenhwe se ye bia yentu ase ma wo obi tie me na wase doctor na me sanso wo BP o diabetes no wo fase ye ne BP eti se wunya diabetes ya de tibia obenya no wo fase ye no anasa ne ba diabetes no wunya ese wu nipadua no niema no ema wakoma ho ode kofom e kire onne obirabo no na ho ode kofom ukid na ho ode kofom ulance no na ho ode kofom ana intestines no na ho ode ekofom eti ese wu nipadua no niema ewom no na anyaw sanete enti bra na memwa na mensa oyare enti ameka se BP ebri bia meta aka se u treat BP enso o doctor no treat BP no ebi kro no akasa kra anti ase aduro no ode ma ono ye ka BP ono ne hwan BP ni se u BP akosoro na ama ebi a wakoma bow oho yira wo etoda wakoma etu ntantem woye bibi kakra wabre eye wo se chese wo hu ne a wonye wo ho na waye week waye mre BP ena eye wo saa na wawie no BP no ejina bibi so na ye adwuma so so BP wo soro na chese bibi foforo hawo nipaduanom wakoma no aye laji ana ayakase ho no BP ede bebre so quality akoma na oni BP sentini no ayare na ene ahoden a BP be kosoro entini ya strong a BP be ba form o blood cells no ayare a BP no be kosoro so quality blood cells na BP no be ba form eno nti BP no ejina bibi so ena ye adwuma wo typhoid fever o BP be kosoro wo titi typhoid na BP no be ba form se uyo obi a malaria mpo eta achewa etuma o BP kosoro ti yetuti malaria na BP no potia de bre no even arthritis spondylosis osteoporosis ene ne yakeka ho asoso won kasai enya problem a obibi be kosoro eti bra na memwa ye won krofo bi mu ho a omo kasa e bom pa nipa ntumu nyina ho broni si halitosis ene awasa meka ho asem kakra ene ya ma de ba mia me hwehwe mu a me ya minya ba se 9 obi wo ha wase doctor megam no emuta ya me ya tokro the infection ewo esophagus no obetumi am halitosis obi wo brain tumor bibia hono wa adwen mo obetumi am halitosis obi ne gab no infection wom obetumi am halitosis obi wo ha ne owo indigestion odidi a indigesti ntem obetumi am halitosis obi wa owo ulcer afro soro aba esophagus no ebetumi am halitosis enti kwakura won sabeka ebe ya ma obi so wo se doctor me de me wa typhoid fever typhoid no yare ben etoda uti pae ho na okon agene wachika se ye wo ya onfe ewo uyam ebubom wani so chinu oho ye obasa ye wo se obewu adebeche na ate ho etoda unya constipation etoda so na yam ahwie kakra mame mo numbers no na so beti asem a na kakra bi number no nifa na hwehweme na memwawo ye was Spintex Coastal Junction taxi rank wo Kumasi ye wo hwim Tigo Junction taxi rank wa magic machine eda so tias 99611 027 85 99611 na sanfre 0243 we WhatsApp esan ye calling ofre adansa oye voice message ma me WhatsApp wa me pepa 0243 11 08 75 0243 11 08 75.
So now for maybe the no.
Sister Coast pa. It's only gas.
I'm using the why. Why?
Down yankana wa.
Sister Coast. Use gas. Gas ye fast, ye easy, ye convenient. And wow.
Let me see your hand.
Hi. Now let me tell you about Safari Valley Eco Resort, the first of its kind in West Africa. Upon your arrival, you are introduced to your butler, who plans your itinerary.
We were surrounded by wildlife from the moment we entered the eco park.
So many activities, all in the same property. Visit the gym or the stables, they have it all. At my break, I'm able to practice my putting.
We also went fishing on a man-made canal. Our tour guides taught us so much about the wildlife and how to interact with them.
They used only electric vehicles here. This creates a serene environment. I'm told it's over 1,000 acres. My cabin here sits on 2 acres with a large terrace space overlooking quite a beautiful place you have here.
Visit Safari Valley Eco Resort in Ghana, bringing you closer to nature.
I hereby declare 1st of July of every year as Ghana's official National Day of Prayer.
Family, but you seem overly excited.
Yes, I. So, what if you are not a Christian or a Muslim?
Then you pray to the God you believe in.
The theme is Reflect, Reset and Renew for National Prosperity. Muslim service at the National Mosque Kanda at 12:30 p.m. These services will also be held simultaneously in all regions across the country.
Hajia, have you heard the news? 1st July, National Day of Prayer and Thanksgiving. We are represented.
Messi menananu. Aguru basa abi bragro tibedo imlenu. Na ma premaye hojo.
As for me, I take very good care of my grandkids. Ye diagro na yesa. Eduru mre bi kra na me ba no timede omo be gumi so weekend no.
Hey, mumle.
Hey, eno nti na me ka kire o say. Ya no medi garlic capsules. Poso nyina ebesisi so kama. As I stand here, my doctor said my whole system has improved very well. Medi garlic capsules. Yes, Medi garlic capsules.
Oh,
Medimosis garlic capsules. Boa mamoja di nipadua mu efrusani ye na esiesie oba ne barima mahona wodin. Ubenya edroyi bi ato omanyi mu pharmacy store frey wo 050-349-4885. Edroyi enya mamofra enye ndi mfie dumienu. Apemfo ene emma emanofo. Medimosis wunni how FDA ajidwedi nkratu ye atum.
The serene environment fits into the goal of the school, which is simply to provide excellent educational foundation for your ward's development before they commence primary education. At first glance, clearly you will see why the school is called Hebron Hills International School, as the building stands tall overlooking town. With a Montessori style, we have experienced and dedicated staff and trained teachers. Our small sizes classrooms are meant to enhance teacher-focused approach where children get one-on-one attention from the teacher. Hello there. We are open at 7:30 a.m. and school closes at 2:30 p.m. After school care is from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m., while early drop-off can be arranged at 6 a.m. Hebron Hills International School is located at Midye off the Nsawam Road. Locate us with GP postcode GW0688 Ga West and GPS code 06884870. You can contact the school and make further inquiries on 050-876-2375 or call the office directly on 0302-918768. Email us at hebronhills.school@gmail.com. Hebron Hills International School. Excel and shine.
Ifo kra na menyisika edia ye mefui.
Ehin fa na menya bosia edia tre medwuma yimu.
Kai kra mabre me ye bosia ato taxi foforo. Suhum Rural Bank.
Suhum Rural Bank.
Yemamwa kwa baba Suhum Rural Bank. Ye won hyehyɛ ahodoɔ bi te sɛ dwadifo abosia, ekuokuro bosia, susu account, and it does all savings account. Me bada chain savings account, and the keka ho. Suhum Rural Bank was 03422919896. Na won so wetu miaka sɛ.
Suhum Rural Bank. Ama ene mayeka una.
Suhum Rural Bank. Enti me pa minie.
Suhum Rural Bank, growing our heritage.
activities of Galamsey. So we have arrested 1 Ghanaian and 16 Chinese nationals engaged in illegal mining at Achim Amenase in the new Ebrim district of the Eastern region. So for the first case of...
You died in the line of duty. You performed your duty as judges without fear or favor. You stood for the rule of law. Your assassins hated what you stood for and murdered you, but they could not eliminate what you stood for. Your monument stands in the forecourt of the Supreme Court building as a constant reminder of the good qualities required of a judge. Permit me at this juncture to highlight a matter mentioned in the decision of Her Ladyship, Justice Quentin Addo, in the case of the Republic versus Director of Prisons and another, ex parte Shackleford, 1981 GLR, page 554. In her judgment, she observed at page 576 that people had used the AFRC error to settle old scores. This was the underlying reason for the British murders, which unfortunately have become a dark part of our national history. Bitterness, which gave rise to a vendetta to do better by making Ghana's democracy and penchant for the rule of law admirable and attractive to many worldwide. An independent judiciary, in its true sense, is a bulwark for all who seek justice and should be jealously protected. The judiciary, hence the provisions in our 1992 Constitution seeking to guarantee same. The Ghana Bar Association, as well as other legal associations, both local and international, such as the Commonwealth Lawyers Association, Commonwealth Magistrates and Judges Association, they stand for justice, and they should administer justice to all persons, including themselves. The spirit of reconciliation, all the various calls made for a reconsideration of the suspension of the Chief Justice in the circumstances, as it sets a poor precedent, will not go unheeded. We yearn for peace and strive for justice. To act justly, love mercy, and walk humbly with your God. May the rule of law reign supreme in our land. May God bless the administration of justice in our country. May God bless the judiciary. May God bless the Ghana Bar Association. And may God bless our homeland Ghana and make it great and strong, bold to defend forever the cause of freedom and of right. May God also bless us to resist oppressors' rule with all our will and might forevermore. Lest we forget. Thank you.
Mpanimfoɔ agye akonya atena se ene Monday the 30th of June 2025. Obia agye akonya. Alistair Waha, senior political analyst, deputy CEO of the Airwaves, and Her Excellency lawyer Zita Benson. Yeah, was set the record straight as an mpanimfoɔ abem. Oje de bia meka se Ghana ha no itimi trasia na yempanifo bi a womadu dibre bi a womo no ma decide say nyame adwuma ene womo be den womo be basabe sabe be hu obi a wo hwe bra sampanifo no omabo somebody like Archbishop Duncan Williams na obenya obi a obekwa akoye papa we a na wanya wo bia te say abronye. Yes. And me share video no mesu because obi te said Duncan Williams we mi busu yani a anka meni be den abronye afa eye Archbishop Duncan Williams of Action Chapel International. You assume it ye production team maniko.
Na mo di Duncan Williams no machia. Awo mo na se so mo ya sofo a obi anim se odi kan kwa urobre edi tuo ejije nkrofo sika nyina ose sa sika nitwa. Wati asori wodi mu sika nyina ose esa. Afedo odi awura politics mu. Sa nipa we gay for ba no convince atofufu obinum a onim mo man kan wasem Ghana dey be di week na ka mo protect government no mo protect abai no mo bia ankoka gay ho asem who born dog Duncan William who are you no wo ya wo to o nyankopon nim wo tell me ma bronye wo Duncan Williams Woyi ada me amin ko urobreda me na nyankopon sakrame wo Duncan William mo si nyankopon wo sra wo so wo da wo hu bibi me ma bronya metia woyi because of say me ni conquensa voice how to say father I command because of say me mo san kwase ampaye nti me no me de nyame ni me
me fancha wate society won't say we are no socialization is very important. Society baby I will be free better too no we yantete no be ma wote Kesben TV or say Kesben FM when ya a presenter no so kwa I see we won one TV or here TV just almost say sadi when you was a national security umudundum no yes was umudundum no Ubi say my records no mununum ni nyina they are making noise. They will hear TV. Mununum no. National security be a mununum no. Ebema oti TV so. Ebema oti TV so. Wo did Duncan Williams so bon kwase ampaye. Okunkum ni power ye we. One will say he who alleges must what? Thank you. Over to CID4 BNI National Security Mojuma was more precarious quick when this is 72 hours me mama automatum much as soon as possible. Duncan Williams so lawyers fast track okobe 6 months and now 1 year ba obey steady akwachire baby Duncan Williams okun nipa Semi wa wodi akira obobofu beka ne ni se woka ba menka na se we ni serious country bia sanka we Alisa
ya Mugabe
yanko we wa busu ma ne so ba so ne se
da sini akwenya odi amame
oni me
official happy birthday Mugabe da sini akwenya odi amame na
petam na kofi
Mako petam na ma
Victoria say oti ma one ma misita Monday so mix mu show no
sir
chief wife so mix mu show no
I'm friend we dey telephone call my driver bin family breakfast
say we show meet me lady ne ko
say me come by 6 months 6 months me ko fie me ko hu chief ni ade ya na nkofo frame na chief na meko ho
ye beko
e be see ye adwuma no akese hu say adwuma no hote e afa telephone no afre say hey come you have been working hard. That's what I want to do. Is not to be chasing people. Debbie. Any DJ and buy and a JM so did not buy chief of staff into yes. Yes, hey, ye tikra. We say, oh, sorry, I saw a friend the day and I'm saying, Juma me and one here. That it will bear results, to bear fruit in future. I'll continue to fight for John Mahama. But me tell Abron Yeno and Papa Nankasa or the best channel. Duncan Williams. Or the best channel. If you know how Duncan Williams, he comes from a
very security services. No matter
may say he comes from a very rich home. If you know, his father was a very rich man. So his father married.
When your family, no.
Yes, if you Duncan Williams, he didn't just come up. He struggled through life. Ni mami a nurse. Till he didn't mami called Boliga, and his father was somewhere in Accra. So and ni papa no ni yire no mo omodoso. Sebi. And ma ono ni hwe no ese oni stepmother betra no na soko yedin kakra. And he said he said it that he left home, he stayed in opera, he did things that were difficult at the time for him to survive. Kasano enchini ko to kete. Yes, wafanyo memo ni yiri first wife jano. So unima there was a divorce. Yes. Hey, but look at how he managed it and managed himself. You understand? Quickly. So he's a highly intelligent person, very. And he's widely read. Very. I don't think his PR or even his church will respond to Abronya. I'm telling you, if I see any response somewhere, I'll be, because it's an open-hearted person. You understand? Abronya, look at this kind of politics that he does. Mugabe, is he the one we should be discussing by now? By this time, so or doya mani sika idea sakura ye mani mbefi no dosa mo man abefi abesi akọ law school and then in South Africa.
You're calling it to the bar.
Wait,
Since when? No.
Maybe I know failures and
so. Be better than
Hey, won't you?
Obey.
Me the mati. Me check it.
Mo fe china na.
What year?
Me tell to me who you sing ya.
Lawyer. Well, I don't much money be yanko.
Yo. Until me the type of politics I've never supported. Say that because so lawyer munya mo ba bebu mi.
Oh yeah, lawyer.
Guy, politics they created a crime scene. This political party. They came to power. They are out of nothing. They all became rich men. You saw what was. You saw what happened under their regime. And Mugabe, this arrogance. Okay. This arrogance is pure arrogance. And he didn't come from a good home, or he was not dressed properly from home. Bring your door and why if obi akojare na wa shata de obi unani why if no nam wrong half region ne ho basa bi obi the picture kire me wey allegedly we dey on fan home fan inti me na maka no Duncan Williams, he has seen a lot, he has done a lot, and I know that the good Lord will not make him even hear this thing. It won't do anything to him. I'm sure by the time Abronye was speaking, he was praying to God to open doors for his church members, to give grace to people who attend his church. Minimum Kofua, you know me, I doubted the charismatic movement when they started in 1984-85. I don't lie to you. Most of the churches that you see today, they started from me. If your dining room and now your hall, I can mention their names here on TV. I'm not afraid to say it. My senior brothers, most of them are pastors. You can check the Church of Pentecost. You see, go to Victory Bible Church. I'm the only one who remains at home and does not go to church. You understand? Yes.
Why?
Because we all cannot put ourselves, the golden eggs in one basket. Somebody must sit at home and watch what all the others are doing. Okay. So I look at all of them, their actions. Who is Sofu Bonia? Me, Alista, means through me kakura. Now, me catch that bonye. Me tie, the bear me munu say, me can't say, Papa now didn't sako kanono. The spirit of death will follow him. He Abronye, the spirit of death will follow him. Ude unim said that William Yamia Bono by Mitiye asema catching him and say minka that the spirit of death will follow him. He should apologize, or else but or else in them earlier than he thinks. I'm telling you to go and catch that man.
Very well.
Yes.
Let's leave it here. And they are spiritual. Her Excellency. Fantastic.
Another new week, and we are going the June by birthday the whole year.
We are still in the mood. And chief of staff and the wife, Lady Victoria.
Lady Victoria, we wish you a blessed.
We
wish you a blessed happy birthday. Madam.
Production team. What
oh, wow.
Only pictures.
Wow. Look at how pretty she is.
Yes.
Wait. It's when they went to chief of staff. Very nice lady. Very gentle.
Well educated.
Very gentle too.
That's
what I'm saying.
You see, behind every successful man, I just say,
I'm dumbfounded.
It's Lady Victoria.
Lady Victoria, what do I say? Capacity chief of staff. What do I say? Can't take no. Fantastic. We need to celebrate her because Wabre. say obedi chief of staff which is ukono ba na Jonah hwem kwada ne ade where your batampa ya me share mami.
Okay. Honestly, it even beats my mind the kind of insults boy no Ereni Gu Duncan Williams. Now I don't even know what triggered it. Yeah. Say obiti hosa na abodama ba so now say ene me ko Duncan Williams so me ko chabo Duncan Williams me the MPP for 38.2% no munya no me the blame ni nyina ko good Duncan Williams so na me chabo no. It doesn't make sense. You know, we are all doing politics, but sometimes we should have our limits and how far we can go. Duncan Williams, you know, we're like more no mukra crow way more. Yeah. And they've been there forever. He has a whole crew of people under his feet who he looks up to. He's a well-established man. Inti, you know, show nasi show nim ansana wakwako una ubaba na unasi fi utrimu fi na waba na obeya Duncan Williams
la cause bi awashe
say nyo
se ko bi awaju bema se bi na ma ya wo ya na odi ya Duncan Williams no enye ya no enye ni ama na okan ye no nipa no ne la cause nipa no ya Duncan Williams no enupo na eme ya no because we nipa na the person looks like an insult.
He's a meme.
Bloggers need to be
the person looks like an insult. And our fat obi to say Duncan Williams or ten who I say just say any politics and he hasn't been made through politics.
No,
it's through his own hard work. They said at least he came from a good home, but he went wayward. On one story, they be okay. It is nothing new to. Yano de yano no idea. In can for a bay hour. Me ba make a or say me minim say me ba make a say me tiso. Me when so me say so. Me a my yam who the end started. Inti Duncan Williams or no nyama wo de bay yano. Yenina yenim.
Yeah.
Waka story
it's in the public domain.
But you see, the person doing the insult is an insult. The person doing the insult is an insult. I pray say, you know, sometimes you don't want to give people like that.
Yeah, glorify them.
Glorify them because the message on mama and your mama you don't want that. We are on the path of reset. People who look like insults come and distract us. Only Duncan Williams so many no njama nyame. Sa na omu ye kwa asore mo kire say ukun nyame nkuma nti on bompa no fa ne nche nyame nsem nyame would fight for him.
Very well. Unless I know the ensem no doso.
Yeah.
Over the weekend say me be na SCC. Chief Justice won ensem na and also edaso ho na Galamsey won ensem. One the only aba akoye Dr. Louisa Hana Bisu.
Yeah.
Yes, starting from a year ago na yenhwe nyame adoma Tuesday so National Thanksgiving service no. Chief Imam ene so from penifo ebebo mpa de ama omai holiday no ko Friday.
Okay.
Yo ko vige ma ya chi no. Ana Hanan so buffer stock. Yeah, we have Hanan on say buffer stock more former boss on also or Yoko for ensem.
No, anti Mugabe Galamsey na and I'm CJ Tokon. Me the CJ so Tokon no asem no. Senia nsem na every hoba no. And in some Ghana Bar Association ma me na kofa no. And no, I want to address that. Yes.
MPP for
I want to address that. No person me bisa are there two groups of bars at the Ghana Bar Association? The drinking bar group of people and the seriously people who are the bar, who are focusing on the law. I want to know
the drinking
bar within the. You see, when the likes of JB Dankwa and Co started, they said they were doing politics at the time. It was a drinking club. They used to meet every Friday and go and drink and booze and go and sing home. They said they were forming a political party at the time. So it is that group of people. That's why I'm saying that. Is it the part of they are serious lawyers who are in the bar association. When they say bar, you know what you mean. And they are the ones who go drinking every Friday evening thinking that they to their lawyers. I want to know which one Efragate belongs to. Because this one is like you are coming from the drunken master shop to come and talk to us. I want to know. I don't respect any of them. Look, if you say you know the law, let the law reflect on yourself. Why? Madam 16 here, when she's talking, can't you see that the law reflects on herself? Yes. Now, law, no now person did or money bunny. You know what the true situation is, and yet you want to lie. Me, I've said it that the family of the 3 high court judges and the army officer, they should put a stop to that celebration. They are using them for 44 years now. They have been using them and don't stop. What is it? A dead man's franchise. What is it? Every year you go and stand somewhere and then you say you are celebrating what? Doing what? We want the legal system to change. We want delivery of justice to change so that people will not have even. We want a clean system. We don't want what happened in 1982 to happen again. And let me give you the history. You think people just got up and went to catch some people to go and cut their heads? In 1979, when Rawlings did the coup, people were sentenced. Long years, 75 years, 50 years, 100 years, and they were put in Sawam. And these things were put in the constitution to lock them up there. These 3 judges decided that they'll use the constitutional means to release them. Some who were on 75 years, 80, 100 years, they released them to go home. So they offended the constitution, they themselves as judges. The constitution they were sitting on, the Third Republic. They offended the constitution. Then you have Joachim Amatekwe, who was a union worker. He led a demonstration from Tema to Accra. Then, lo and behold, he was sacked. Not alone, with all the workers. Who sacked them? Colonel, later, what's his name? Samakwa. He was a colonel in the army. He attempted to overthrow a champion's government. And his rank was, he was demoted to major. You can find out if I'm lying. So, you sack people. They went on a genuine demonstration all the way from Tema to Accra on 5th June 1980 to ransack Parliament. And then you sack them. You're a personal manager at the time. Mugabe Maase said, then there's a coup of 1981. There's a coup of 1981. What do you expect? I'm asking you. Joachim Amatekwe, who led the union workers from Accra, from Tema to Accra, was made a member of the PNDC. He has gotten power. What do you think he'll do with the power? Either he use it for good or for bad. Yes, that's what happened. Those of you judges who decided to go inside the constitution to go and touch the constitutional amendments and then release people who had been sentenced 75 years because people were shot. Achampo and Co were shot. So they said to stop the killings, let's give long jail sentences to those people who normally would have shot.
It will serve as a deterrent.
Deterrent. And then you want to release them. So you made nonsense of the shootings of Achampon and other things, and even the imprisonment of those people who had wronged the state at that time. You think when there's a coup, people will not be affected? Yeah. Those who took those decisions, their lives will be in danger. And I'm saying that those people who were in Northern Smoke, who went to their homes to invite them, well, ask Justice Adadebo. I hear he recently died. He would have told you how he managed to run away. You come to him to tell him that because those judges, they were seen clearly as people who were opposed to the AFRC and definitely opposed to Rawlings. So the judges send me by and say, hey, the two judges go and rationalize the system for us. So they didn't just go to their homes and put any gun on their head. They were called by their names, and when they came, they were whispered into. And they followed the people. Please, spare us. And those people who did that, I'm saying the Special Investigations Board was set up. They were tried. You know, the greatest Chief Justice, read his history. He sat on the case, and on many issues, on many days, when he went and he was questioning cross-examination and there was noise, he could close the court on that day and report back to Rawlings. Do you know how the investigations, do you know how serious turn it took in this country? Go ask J.A. Kufuor why he resigned. Ask J.A. Kufuor why he ran away from Rawlings' government in 1982. Go and ask him. Sometimes when I sit here and I hear people every year come 30th June and then they want to martyrs of what rule of law. The court system has still not changed. Let's go to the rural areas and go and see how we deliver justice in the rural areas. Whether we have perfected the action of delivering justice in this society. Let us go to the towns. Let's go and see what judges are doing. Even where do they sleep? The judicial service. What is it? Go and check. What is that? Then what improvement has come in the judicial service? Every year you come and stand there, you come and talk, blah, black sheep. You don't have any rule. That's what I'm saying. So it sums up. It sums up. Tokonu over the weekend, didn't you hear the lies she peddled about Edus Lodge? That Edus Lodge, Amatekwe said he met, what do you call it? Captain Kojochi Kata in front of Edus Lodge, not inside. In the special investigations report, NOG gave the history over the weekend. They recounted the pages and other things. So all that Tokonu has been saying, I've said that I wonder whether she'll be able to go back to the committee to go and face them. She's contempt of the committee. She has left proceedings and gone to the public to go and talk to them about what is going on. Something 146 which should be in camera.
Constitution and there say also the Nikuno committee no omo.
Oni Nikuno nya asem no.
Na Nikuno ye.
Then Nikuno TJ. Please, then I make know. Me, I don't know. My impatience is getting over this thing. You are dragging this matter.
We have some lawyer to.
Yes.
I mean, makes comment on this.
Yes, you don't need. That's why Mugabe. I've always told you that. When you see the lawyers, don't be scared. The ones who scare you are the ones who know the judges. But the one who know the law and they want the law to transform the society. When you are talking, they take their time and listen to you and they address you. You understand? So there are two types of lawyers. The one like Ifwagate who has come. When they go to court, all they know is the judges. They pass the back and then they go and do the nuances and they say they have won the case. Because to me, Obiewu, do you know what happened to them, Mugabe? When they were picked up, they were driven. All of them sat in that Peace Goa car. They were driven all the way from Accra, beat curfew lines, and went all the way to Bandasi. And if you see their charred bodies, they were shot and later bent. But the rains came and saved them. Rawlings at the time didn't know. Rawlings was going to Adana on 1st July to go and speak in 1982. And he was asking, Charlie, you know, Rawlings, he has some people who used to speak Ga with them. He was worried. He didn't know about it. It was not until 3rd July that Brigadier Nunu Mensah briefed him on what had happened. Quickly, he set up the investigations board to go into it. He didn't play with it at all.
Mensah is still alive.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. You can go and ask him. So please, when I hear them play every time, play the drum beat, Kreketeke Soya, 30th June, Jaji Sewu, Kreketeke Soya. The judiciary is not changing. The judiciary is partisan. The judiciary is too conservative. The judiciary looks like the MPP. Me, I hate the judiciary. I hate the courts. I'm telling you. I hate the courts. Oh, I'm telling you. No, I don't hate lawyers.
You can't hate.
I'm telling you, I hate the court system. Oh, please. Sometimes when you hear the judgment that comes from there, you want to vomit.
Is it because of?
We want a reset of the place. That's why we are angry that there must be a reset, a total overhaul of the place. And we care whose horse is God. We don't care whose horse is God. Who are they? Mr. Tokon, you can't be facing a committee of inquiry, come out, insult the chairman of the committee of inquiry, insult the witnesses, and expect to go and stand there. Who will question you? If they go and they even talk to her, they should by now have finished their report and sent it to the president. She's not prepared. Look, there are some tools. What do? You have to be submissive.
Remorseful.
Yes, you show remorse, and then you come to yourself and begin to allude to the questions and see whether reflective and see whether you can get genuine answers in order to reply your accusers. But you don't run to the public something that I say Article 1462. It's 1462 says in camera. Why have you come out of camera to come and tell us what is going on? The state does not want me, the citizens, to hear.
Yeah.
That's why they have shielded us from hearing. But you have come out. So in effect, you are contempt of the committee proceedings yourself. 146 to Achille. And somebody must do something about it. And I wonder whether after insulting Gabriel Pamwa in court, he'll be able to go and stand in front of him, the committee chairman, and say anything.
Supreme Court
2015, about 2019.
2016, okay.
Yes,
he ruled in favor of us.
Yes. So, I mean, I say, I've been 4 years for her, and say, I'll buy. You didn't get your job on merit. Your seniors you met. Look at how you talked about Gabriel Pan. He's your senior 4 years. When they say 4 years, 1, 2, 3, 4, it's 48 months. So, 48 months ahead of you in the law. It's like 1,000 years because you, madam, you don't even know anything. They say in camera, you have come out of camera and you are talking blah, blah, black sheep, soya. Nobody will mind you. Nobody will mind you. I'm telling you, the public sympathies you want to court. You go and start at Gimpa and talk blah blah. The law, no matter how many. So you were making a cacophony of reading noises the other time. You know, yours it has got up. If yours is the law, is the law, is the law. Wow, who keeping law now? Kita state sword now. Chief Justice. Fidie no ayu, muna you. Ya di sword, ya suspend. Se se house in same room. Unya wanu di se be patch metra apa je drama wa. Unya wanu di umo so ya kasa kasa. Ya yinedi. She has been sacked. I'm telling you, we should find a new Chief Justice. The acting Chief Justice, if he's afraid, me tomorrow I'll go and swear him in. That's all.
Hey, are you the president?
I'm not the president, but it's annoying to say the least. Who have a child you want to?
That powers.
God will give it to me. Hey, yes. When I talk to JM, he will listen, and then Charlie Oche, man, but you no Oche where you pamu. Suspension it say obeko fi.
Suspension chese kwetene fi.
Na di wu na ya adepa. Mugabe na ya adepa. O je suspend wa ya ko secondary school nyina no. Who say ya suspend obi a. Na nkwala boni wo school mu meme ko achimota. O ti obi dia obe run.
Yes, suspend wa make noise.
You don't make noise. You pack your trunk and troubles and go. I remember one senior. I don't have the permission to mention his name. He was suspended and he stayed in the dormitory. So every day the housemaster will come, and then they will come, and then when they come here, I see that he's hiding. And then when the housemaster asks, I say, no, he's under the bed. He's not gone. You understand? Yes, because you're supposed to work as how hard do your boarding house. That's suspended with Ajimota school. That's suspended with 2 weeks, indefinite. Kofi Awoshishem passing. And then when he comes out he will keep quiet. Start troubling people and shouting, hey, come here, small boy. No. I won't respond to such people. You have been suspended.
That I'm there for saying.
Me. The school name, they'll be guy name, they'll be Bob.
Terror.
Yeah. Terror. Because listen, Mugabe, we all went to Ajimota school to come and hide when they were being beaten at the time. At the time, the secondary school was very rough, and the Form 1s and Form 2s were on the Western compound. So I saw those people run to come and hide in the upper primary where I was. When they were afraid of punishment. Then I go to the Ajimota school, secondary school, Form 1, and I go and see that these people, they are in Form 4, Form 5. Me, I list me find me wo be Johnny Beshem pass me. How can I go? Me, you know me already. I won't come, and I'll explain to you why I came to the school. A bit of common sense, a bit of school. But father brought me here to come and learn, so you cannot force me to do anything for you. You can serve yourself. You have hands and you have legs. You understand? Yes. So if you want me to wash your clothing for you, it's not because you're a senior, but because you have asked me for a favor, and I have time and I can do it. What did they make us say? Yes, I knew why I was in the school. Those things don't worry me. And I know why I'm alive as I'm working now. That's why I was telling you that don't let people bully us. People who have entered politics, who didn't have anything. Look at Abonye. Then and no. Because of power, look at the way he's talking. We must be able to let the political terrain reflect some somberness of human beings who have common sense to know that the power that they have is to serve the people. Not to lord it over them. Yes.
Very well. Thank you very much, my good brother Alessa Tahir Nelson. Hi, TVSYZ and Facebook Live Power 979 TVSYZ Ghana Samson on YouTube. SYZ broadcasting in the affiliate stations here. Hi, she. Obi on your lawyer Kurane Kazasi na Fina. SLC lawyer Zita Benson. Also be my inki akomo kakra edi my.
Your social media group.
At least Abenya semna quarter point. Na miss mada. Hey, me boni saying now. Say Jana minka. Wakande one. But you see, I don't blame Alista. I mean, this nonsense has gone on for very long. The nonsense of June 30th. Where for a very long time NDC was tagged with the killing of the judges. And see, you meet some people like Omunim NDC for, they don't even know how good we are, but then they judge us based on this history that MPP perpetuates every year. And see, because of the killing of the judges, I don't want to have anything to do with it. It is about time that as a party we fought back and rebrand and fight that image and let people know the truth. And I'm glad that my brother Eduji, brought the report out and stated, read to people exactly what happened. Because if we continue to set back for people like Ifwagate,
yes,
and her ladyship Tokonu to continually and not only the two of them, the MPP in general, continually try to paint the NDC black because of something that happened in history, and irrespective of the fact that was under PNDC, the NDC is a new entity with new groups of people coming up, but they continually, for their own political expediency, try to put that on our heads for people to hate us, and we continue to watch them, and they ask them. So her ladyship has given us the correct opportunity right now to come out and tell people exactly what happened and remove ourselves from it as a party, so that this nonsense where MPP thrives on the killing of the judges for numbers will stop. Like you rightly said, under what circumstances, I'm not going to justify it, but under what circumstances did that happen? You know, I wasn't there, so I'm not even going to talk about it. But I think that as a party, it's been long, more than 30 years ago. We need to let people know that, and that is the reason why her ladyship came that route. The whole speech, the press conference she did, was not about herself. It was about trying to paint, the way I saw it, trying to paint the NDC as killers of judges. Yeah. And I have been sent there, and I'm afraid for my life. So she came engaging in propaganda. Yes. Propaganda against the party in power. And this is exactly what we have been complaining about, that when you were Chief Justice, you were unfair to us, you were unjust to us, your body language spoke, your utterances spoke, your eyes, the way you turned them towards our president,
her memes
spoke.
Yeah.
So I thought that when she was coming, you know, I didn't think she was coming to attack the NDC party by alluding to the fact that where she's been, her whatever, her thing is being held, you know, dodge. Trying to allude and make comparison to her uncle who died, who was killed. And you see, sometimes the English have a saying, let sleeping dogs lie. This your uncle has died and gone. His bones are even rotten. You go and mention his name. Now people have started digging this uncle of yours. Yes. And historian, what's the man's name? Historian Anoche Frimpong has come out to say that it was your uncle who betrayed Nkrumah.
One of her uncles, that's Alex Kwesinsaki.
Yes, your uncle betrayed Nkrumah. Yeah. So you see, sometimes let things stick to the issues.
Yeah.
Because once you go and talk, then people start digging you. Your family members who are dead will now be dug out, and their image will be dragged into the gutters. And I'm not sure whoever betrayed Nkrumah, for Nkrumah to go into exile, for Nkrumah to die like a pauper, the person who did it, I'm sure that up until now I didn't even know the man.
Yeah, Alex Kwesinsaki.
But now I know his name.
Yeah.
And I know he's related to her ladyship.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So what could happen, Papa? Now we will know. And see, honestly, for me, that press conference, I think it was meant for sympathy. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
Yeah.
So if I were her, I would read the room, read the emotions of the people, read the feedback from the press conference, and know that it is not just that you have done something, but the people don't want you.
Yeah.
And when you read the room and you know that, you realize that Mugabe, you are not welcome, you step aside so that you can you'll be able to maintain your dignity.
But at this stage, she can't resign. At this stage,
in the middle of where the committee has.
No, but she said it. She said that she can't resign because she wants to see.
The Constitution says,
yes, she wants to see.
But can we say something like this? Can she withdraw from proceedings and say that I've surrendered, I've withdrawn from proceedings?
Well, that should be her own decision to take, you know. But what I'm saying is that the whole press conference, those who advised her, it misfired.
Good advice.
She wanted sympathy. She didn't get sympathy. And I saw that Miracles Abuaji said that NDC has put a spell on Ghanaians, and you know people are not sympathetic towards the Chief Justice and all that, because in the time that she became Chief Justice, people were complaining about the judiciary.
Yes.
That when we bring our cases to court, unanimous 7 is what we get back.
Yeah.
We don't get justice. That is, you have to listen to the people. And if you don't listen to the people, in the end, whatever you sowed, you would come and reap.
The law is the law.
Do you understand? The law is the law. I'm quoting here. So, when you were in charge of justice, people were not getting justice. You told us that the law is the law. Today, you are crying for injustice. Do you think anyone will listen to you?
Nobody.
And what kind of injustice are you crying for? The proceedings have not been completed. Yet, you are out there crying foul that there's injustice because of the building in which the proceedings are being held. So what? Because judges were killed there, we should break down the maybe in the 8 years or in the period that you were Chief Justice, since your uncle was killed, you could have recommended that building should be brought down. But as that building remains part of state buildings, it would be put to use.
Yeah,
Nanado renovated it and praised.
Is it not in a castle?
Yes, close by.
What was a castle and state buildings around there not used as a presidency when Atamils was in power?
Yes.
So what's different?
And what she's saying is that Edu's Lodge was used in planning for. She has no evidence. I'm saying that if you look at the SIB report, Captain Kojochi Kata met Amateko in front of Edu's Lodge. This Edu's Lodge you are talking about.
But that's even presumptions.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Those things that she came to say
yes.
as a lawyer and as a judge, you don't presume like that.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that when they recommended that building for her sittings, I don't think that anyone knew her uncle had ever been sent there. So for you to come and cry that you are scared because that's where they planned your uncle's murder and all that, it doesn't make sense. Yeah. And it doesn't make sense because I see it as mischievous.
Yeah.
You only brought that in. She only brought that part in about the murder of the judges and all that because she knows that happened under PNDC. And she wants people to hate PNDC. And that's why when I started, I said that it's about time that we extricate ourselves from that and let people know that the current NDC does not stand for that.
Yes.
The current NDC does not stand for unanimous 7. The current NDC stands for justice for all. Nobody is above the law.
Fantastic.
Nobody is above the law. So if anybody, as President Atamils will say, I don't care whose axe is God.
Yeah.
Justice will be served.
Yeah.
The wheels of justice, also the wheels of justice grind slowly, but it gets to its destination. So before the committee even completes its proceedings, you are out there crying injustice. Do you know how many lives were lost through injustices that people suffered in under the 8 years that MPP was in power, when MPP judges were in control and people were getting injustice and people were crying that there's injustice even before a ruling or judgment comes out?
Mugabe will come
people
out
can tell that it's going to be 5-7, it's going to be 7-7, it's going to be 7-0. Like a betting. I'm sure we could have even done a sports betting with their judgments. You guys were so predictable.
That was
as to where the
judicial betting.
Predictable. The judges were so predictable as to which lane the judgment was going to go based on your political color.
Kanaba came out during that time.
Yes.
Yes.
You know. So, and if you recall, when the judges were coming to the Independence Square for the inauguration of His Excellency John Mahamad's swearing in, they were hooted at.
Yes.
Ask yourself, why were they hooted at? Because people have lost trust in our judicial system. And if it must take one person to go for the trust to be regained, for Ghanaians, the 32 million or 35 million of us left, to know that now, when I go to court, I know that based on the merit of my case, I can get justice. You know, it has to be done. She has to allow, instead of these unnecessary press conferences where she's pointing fingers at people that we don't know, and stuff that were done in the 80s, and trying to allude that this is what the NDC is known for and all that, and so Yekumi and all that. No, you know, sit down and then the allegations against you. Make sure that you have a watertight case, airtight case, and make sure that you come out clean. At the end of the day, she wants to clear her name. And if she, I don't begrudge her that. If she wants to clear her name, allegations have been made, clear her name. But right now, where she's going with all the politics and trying to point fingers and say, it won't help her case. And unfortunately, or fortunately, the sympathy too.
Mugabe, the fact that the CJ's matter has come and she's a woman, and we are talking about it, does not mean me and you, the affirmative action, we have stopped though. We still support women. We support good women to go into good positions to go and work. If you're a bad woman and you get a job and the law catches up with you, I will come and sit here.
But at least I was Charlotte Osei, a hermaphrodite or a man. She was a woman.
That's what I'm saying.
And apparently in Charlotte Osei's case, the man who even sent the petition at the time had died.
Yeah, dead man.
And let me say a little about what Efuagate said. If Efuagate is Jogate's wife,
former MP.
Yes, she's a MPP MP for former MP. You know, she's married to. So she comes and then she's saying we have to act justly, we have to show love and mercy. We have to walk towards humility. And these words are beautiful, Madame Efuagate. But where were you in the 80s when people were shouting that act justly? There's a reason why the symbol for law is Lady Justice. There's a symbol why she's holding the scales. There's a reason for it. So if the scales are not balanced and it's tilted towards MPP, people would be upset. And we are just 6 months into our government, and already you are crying act justly. In 8 years, your husband Jogate was part of MPP Nanado's government. Did you ever speak up against the injustice, against unanimous 7, against everything that was happening openly with no shame? And in the judiciary, you didn't. But today you can preach.
That's why I said the Ghana Bar Association, the bar operators, there's a
today she's standing to
appeal bar, I don't know, Abekasado.
Live Care Capsules account touching the Jumedi Bro Free Medimosis, a clinic and herbal center, a bois etimema digestion etimicosi papa on Pedianum, so as soon as I say a metabolism. Could nom said it to me aboa, now you live and so to me who you may papa pass and says support a year you liver function. Pharmacy shop herbal shop be rebiano ubenya live kit capsules ni bi ato for 0244 068447 0244 068447 ofra ubenya bi ato as natural mineral water in supano enie oba adwuma mu 37 Abebese Street SYZ Broadcasting dudu bi a opebiano be hu Mr. Robert awonsa betumi aka Melcom shop bi obi remu nationwide ubenya bi for 0596273546 say Camaro enwa ofri abroad by enwa no ne yire Jane enom eni baby no ma say immigration man so asate enum bi tena ne kwa me so enum bi atenkan so ose wagye atom ura shops awudo ni nyina obia sate tutubi wo so pensu ni bi to na ensu na ede ye papa me so me ne mabusua S na ene nom 0596273546 na oso afre dodo bi apebia won sabe tumi aka Victory Garlic Mesa Dr. Amako ne du papa ni bia ode aba eno no bo pebi na mo ni pedua no onya Victory Garlic Mesa na ebo ama blood circulation no moje timidi ni pedua no mafrusa ni ye papa san so ene san boost we immune system no emani pedua no ejina na so brane na obi a wontumi ni die wonu ma to bro ni beka se loss of appetite wonya Victory Garlic ni bia etumi ebo ye papa oba ko mfichira no ya se bo dwedwe wonya bia onuma bibia be konkan ede amaw san so na obi a wo osa no try say obi didi ye ansa no anu Victory Garlic Mesa we open for amendum o ma bo friend for so amendum 12 years echo no obetimi anu Victory emanum emema enum 0201293280 ofra dudu bia pa onsa betumi aka 0201 293280 na 0242545633 0242545633 ofra ebeje oso Safari Valley Eco Resort or more deal in the eastern region Okre constituency odu ani cha so woni beji ye papa eba wildlife experience ya Ghana for any bibem nyina obi aye den agi omo atum odu aso ye wa zebra any antelopes omo ko no omo eba woni beji we ye papa oni family no mo visit o one weekend na wa for any ekohwe ade omo duane nso ye kama local and continental dishes. Environment were very, very conducive. Now, we do swimming pool, energy, and BBR Elho. From 059-691-4394, 059-691-4394, Ofra Safari Valley, or more Ebejo, so Ewo in the Eastern region. Mugabe Maase Clinic and Eba Center, Omene de Medi Garlic Capsules, the Abeja so, Pibina Bobo said the Bea blood circulation, a bit to me, Akosu you in the Pedianum, Sansu be I want to take a crabia no wabre Asan and Siacho, Unya a year medical capsules in Binaboba, a bit to me a boy ye papa. Prostate to a minu bear my sexual weakness, Bermont to me, you may ye a wumpem, a male and female infertility, a man and memano, Munina, ware for no monko. Na monko ye cheka bibia obaboamo obebo afam ba usu nya bani bia shewochi hypertension etete wono diabetes sciatica typhoid fever malaria stroke any dental problems nyina no fakoda Mugabe Maase Clinic and Herbal Center adenta barrier na obi hu omone police station edi nhwani mu ewo AESL building inside the Ghana Highway Authority yard ewo Accra Ministries ajekojo any school for the deaf edi nhwani mu na Kumasi ahenema kokobin ewo nso yewo hobby free 0244068447 0244068447. Adum Survey and General Construction, Omona Free, Adum Survey and General Construction, Seba Land Surveying, Eba Engineering Surveying, Architectural Designs, any General Constructioner, Omoye number 1. Shomacha Kwan Ewuduwa Udumasi, Omoben Christian High School International. When I be home, Omoben Christian High School International. Adentan Sumo Assassin be ho, Assassin to amount ewo a yeduduano, a 70 by 100 plot, a 50,000 Ghana cedis, and Ghana Sicano 500 million. Ye de manwa and a pick and crying. Nemo Wobesi amount Busumins and Fetua, sa a yes Canadia, ye de 50. A year 5,000 meka one year 55,000 and can it's kind of 550 million. The IS say yamo within 6 months in what year. Ebi also and why didn't you want to make 6 months. The 1 year and mama and only the 10,000 meka home na 60,000. The moon picking cranny dear. A year 50,500 million. E would do what Sassen so walk on baby a dano. Masu be answering so Mugabe Makolans, Akoyemi mu Aja to me say, Bibia come to Koto, and Mohu Biawati, Sanse Openia, or Ton Sansa, and will be with Dimu, Untimi, Uncle Fasa, say a man so hot and from Mugabe in Kofon Koto. In the furniture, a year do what Udumasi, behind Christian High School International, and our dentansu Benyas Assini Biamo. Frere a year Adum Survey Engineering Construction for on 055 439 7831 055 439 7831 and now 020 378 8842 020 378 8842 and now 055 439 7831 055 439 7831 offer a bejo so last number no a WhatsApp line Adom Survey and General Construction, making your dreams come to reality. Power specialist about hospital mami aduya na free hepatitis A, B, C, D, united one, fatty liver, sciatica, prostate, memano. No penny baby na ma broken bones. A ulcer na components minimum. A fibroid nina to make a minimum amount of fibroid no or better net everywhere at the amount. She power specialist about hospital mami aduya. The chira kwai ewo Kumasi for yasi leg pusumucho kwantempono so ewo a continence putu jakwa so pepe. When it just go filling station it didn't anymore. Na wudi woni kire eyeta kwade wa Anaje Estate obe Anaje MA Primary School no ana nkrahanso no o Pokwase eye kwabenya Pokwase CP Kwantempo no so freye mami e 0244 544422 0244 544422 Hebron Hills International School Osebra ase krade learning materials a free United Kingdom abedu na se woni sese kache o obani wanya 3 months e kwa betim de naba Montessori tete na de ma obano kwesi 5 years lower and upper primary so admission go so ho nyame aduma JHS omo be start admission a new academic year na je say obano pese okọ JHS 1 obetimi enya a admission e wo Hebron Hills International School say excel and shine you were going that woman the church ya edujumedi ebre na hu se ahona eyino ahode ne head and hosa na so no eja wo se meba na mebesom eyeme man there be our man no betumi afa ne tuma perfect boa se de be a seseless John Dramani Mahama mamu no ebetumi ahwe akire kama na bibia de enkoyie ne ahwe kwan ye befa so ebetene no de koyie ne abo papa namba so de hu se obo adwuma obo adwuma papa the engineer for support Emma His Excellency John Dramani Mahama on an appointees. This is not time. 6 months in office na ebimu blemu and away nya we na be no. This is not the time. Let's support John Mahama on an appointees. Na omo to me and deliver. Sanse Ghana ye ma me no me nyina. Fuel aba for me and na ura eye fuel pump okoto fuel and can is wiki bi amount to ana me to be 2,200. Nay me to be 1,500 for it me dimitwa a year 1 week no month no ma save more than a year 2,000 a year 500 Ghana cedis inti nipa ya dia was a ye dollar na ye and no more ko Japan Korea eco fast paper seba ajako motus mono a Georgia money big brother motus mo nyina hu say there be dollar number form mo ko China ko fa ne mo ko Turkey any Dubai mo say niam aba form and even air ticket we try we say ya Emirates ne other airlines nyina no en kan iska obetu anoti mo say ayedan aba form nipa ya dia osaye Rome was not built a day. Yes, supported His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Now, ultimately reset Ghana. Be a sector be a problem will be also a corrected Niama. Nanyama etimi a year jumaye. Okay, last round more and year will run. You will be 30 minutes to go. 30 minutes inside 5. So we have 30 minutes to go. The menus for the 5 for you will 25 minutes. Say a bit to me at the cancer baby. Alisa. Mami production team say video am pe no aye ready a monfa video no nyadai ento so mami say aye ready a mutumi ebo mami alo edoji tamokro ni video no production team mami say aye ready a monfa ento so mami enye ready so aye move on na ebi aye babaka na edede akanyina so assign ato
Charlotte say the petitioners who call for her removal, one included a dead person.
A dead person?
Yes. At the time when the petition went to Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo and her removal, there was a petitioner that was dead. Now Akufo-Addo went ahead, went through the process and removed the 3 electoral commissioners. So what exactly are her complaints? I remember, and she made the point that a copy of the petition was not given to her. We were in this country where she wrote to President Mahama for a copy of the petition, correct?
Indeed, yes.
President Mahama graciously, she asked for 7 days. President Mahama gave her 10 days, correct?
Yes.
What did she respond to? Was it not the petition?
Well, she says she can't assume that the same petition she has is what the committee has. So she requested for the copies.
When we go to courts and the writ is served on us, is the writ admitted in evidence?
Usually not.
Have you ever gone through court process where you say the writ invoking the court's jurisdiction? And if you look at even CI 47, a writ is defined to include what? A petition. You don't go to court and say, my lord, we've gotten to the point of evidence taking. First, I want to admit a copy of the writ in evidence before. I will make that argument before her ladyship. She will rebuke me instantaneously in court. Because you don't do that. So how is she expecting that today the petition should be, first of all, tendered in evidence before the proceedings? I mean, I've been struggling to appreciate the legal basis for these claims. And let me make this point. President John Dramani Mahama, on this process, has demonstrated fidelity to the laws of this country. Have you heard President Mahama commented on this issue?
No.
Express a personal view on this matter? No. He had demonstrated that, look, he's a gentleman. No interference whatsoever. Go through. You have the benefit of being represented by an astute and distinguished lawyer. Are you equal to? What else are you fearing? But lawyer, are you equal to? What else are you fearing? But I find it bizarre when, for instance, you go before a committee of this nature and say you want your husband to accompany you to the proceedings.
Why do you find that bizarre? Exactly.
Does it not defeat the in-camera hearing?
I deceived my father. Me, I equal to deceive my father to lose all his property. It's not any lawyer. If he likes to take you to court, I'm telling you. He's a lawyer. Which lawyer? On being here, send your body dino. There's still trouble in my family because of his actions. Are you go to? Some body and I am a tie. Who is he? He knows next to nothing about the law. They go around the knowing judges. I'm telling you. That's why the woman is afraid. Mamina was on to be on Yadi Mano. That's why she has run to come and court public sentiments. Are you go to? Over my dead body, my foot in the decision. Look at him. Look at him. On to me yet she mama. That's why the woman herself has run. Why? The woman is even more intelligent than you are equal to. I'm telling you. You CJ. Mama no cry. Who cry? Who are you seeing? No, I can find somebody a lawyer. Deceit of a lawyer. He deceived my father. I'm telling you. If let me say the story here and see whether I didn't deceive my father.
That's not the story.
It's not the story here. Who are you going to? Don't mention such names. Who is he? Who is he? This Omana Bob, because of such characters. Omani baby Edunu. And see he cannot defend the woman. They cannot. He's an empty-headed lawyer. I'm saying it. He's an empty shell. He knows next to nothing about the law. That's why the woman has run to the public to come and court public sentiments. Are you going to? Cry over my dead body. Oh, winning case for court to be on me. Case when
calm down, please. Calm down, please. Calm down, please. We are not discussing your father here.
You mentioned people say we are thinking about people who sounded
please. We are not discussing.
The driver allegedly.
Oh, we are not discussing him. Please. Listen, we are not discussing Ayuko on this platform. Please, let's move on. Please.
Proceed.
All those fighting in the Galamsey fight. I wish them well, especially the Minerals Development Fund.
You don't want to talk about the Galamsey issue?
Yes, I want to talk about it.
You don't want to talk about it?
Yes, because I should stop. Can we do
that's no good.
Which one? Is that why I tried? If they say somebody said no, and I was talking about Anabisu. Yes, let me go on.
Don't be
by you, Mugabe, why? Useless old
talk
man.
about Anabisu.
You see, Mugabe, the issue of Galamsey, when it comes to Galamsey, once that soldier died, and still we have not found a solution to the problem, that is what is killing me. Why? Mojo Mahama, why should he be killed? What did he do wrong? Those people who even killed him, where are they? And Galamsey is still festering. Mugabe, look, I'm telling you, we must shoot to kill. The people, they are still in our forest, and they are not afraid. Look at Hanabisu. Look at Hanabisu, a woman. Look at her daring nature. Do you know why? Yes. And it comes to her as pain. How people want to destroy the environment and steal our gold and make it their own. Yes. So people are talking about why is she part of the... Look, the Minerals Development Fund is supposed to go to communities that Galamsey has destroyed, so that she use part of the fund to repair those communities. If it's their land which is spoiled, if it's schools they need and other things. Yes. Look at her daring nature. Look at where she's going to. And then she should be commended. People are saying that we're free in the jurisdiction. She should be in Accra, sitting in air condition and managing the minerals. That is not it. You have to visit those communities that you have to spend your money to repair. And when you go and they still got saying, do you stop and say that because I have a fund in Accra, let them continue to destroy? She has to shake the place up. Me, I am there. What she's doing is interesting to watch her. And I'm saying that, madam, continue the fight. And those of you protecting her, don't stop. Police for or your bar. Let's protect them more. Police for unit be the form police units. I may say form police units, Ghana Police Service. They should show where you know Dinechi. I'm telling you, all these guys, I'm saying, bring them out. I'm saying, bring a drown or FU for any drown. I'm the one who got this out. My Debbie, what they come on the car, who's almost a vest. Who you come back to me for who to soon come with that. Form police unit of the Ghana Police Service. They should join this woman, and I'm happy. Yes, there's no contonchi. Say bakuna nka contonchi bebem. Ya chi am Robert edi obo ko hide out akọchire baby omo akronfo. Oda ya mo ama na eku omu. Na asem what be that? Hey sister, hey madam, God continue to bless you. Me dey minim say na me edin. First time I me encounter na me ko fie me say, hey, Suban we dey but it's the Cuban training. It comes with, yes, They make you have a certain resolve that you are not afraid of life. That if you know you are doing the right thing and you're on the right footing, you never stop. You see Fidel Castro, he knew he was doing the right thing for his people in Cuba. He never stopped whatever America did. So that kind of training is what she has. And ministry also a formal task force. They should be up and doing the Blue Water Initiative. Kofi Boa, yes. They formed a commission, yes. Then the Defense Ministry and Interior Ministry too, yes, has a task force. Yeah. So this one, there should be multiple coordination. Is that not what we need? Yes. They should, all those working to save the environment from Galamsey, from these wicked 8-year people, Akunta mining and co, who have come to rip our forest. If we want to reclaim it, we have to get a joint action, joint operation. Let's get together. Let's hold ourselves together. You understand? And Abisu Ujina Obisu San Connected because Ofri or no bar. Oh, omo bad. Yes. Ujai Omasako, Omusrofi, Omoko Titanko Fofi. That's the thing. Oh, Charlie Mugabe. Me Donyami, let me tell you, Mugabe, we have lost about half of our cocoa plantations in Ghana. Uko achimo treso kra. Oma ton cocoa amu tu Galamsey. E wa achimo treso abre mu no any plan da ho mu tu Galamsey. Yente de okan wa.
3.
We are in June. Yes. By this time, say cocoa na bre. Ombe be in August. Omutwegu. Chinese. Yeah. Now cocoa no kwa don pedede o. Unim sa. Cocoa pedede. Pedede ni flowers no very delicate. Ujire chire kwa na uhu mframa say hu ni flowers ni na begu form. Very delicate flowers. Uhu mu ekomu, ntumwa black mu mekomu na cocoa unity. Oh, yete de no ka ha.
Volo. Yes. It's too bad. Like now it's a cattle.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So why will anybody buy something and not the
Seriously, you just need to see the depth of that big man. Honestly, I see your face and I see some level of frustration here. It's like an insider job making the job very difficult.
I'm not too sure. Obviously, when you are coming, but before we remove, we do bits of groundwork. You see, at least from being on the field, what I've realized is that it's a cow. This is the river they block, so this is Subing.
And they block the river.
Mm-hmm. The Chinese have come to block our river so that they can take our goat jump.
Actually, this is
and say, only be a meeting, we don't give it. As if we are beggars.
It's almost my 80 billion.
How will you? No, my diverting. And they've done this. So I'm going to hold you.
Yeah. This one looks very. Oh, then cut this tree down. Like yes,
cocoa farm and cassava.
Honestly, watching this video even makes me more angry. But you see, Ghanaians, we have an attitude. Ghanaians have an attitude of hypocrisy. This young Kasa, when we came into power, in less than 2 weeks, MPP and their people, they were shouting, Galamsey is still going on, Galamsey is still going on. And Abisu takes the Galamsey fight to the grounds. And then you have the same MPP people shouting, hey, why is she there? Why is she there? Why is she there? She's doing she's there to do the job that was given to her. She's there to make sure the job that in 8 years you couldn't fight against, she is doing it. That's what she's doing there. That's what she's doing there. The mess you created, Hanabisu is correcting it. Oh, we need to put our hypocrisy aside and now allow people to work. Look, Mugabe, there's no way you, as a black man, you can go to China. Go to China and go and destroy their land.
Black flowers.
Or their environment. There's no way. Look, if you go to China, you have to leave. But do you blame the Chinese? Do they know where the gold is?
No.
And
they come with geodetic maps.
No, but if like Chinese in Nibana we not Ghanaian our officer Krono so and Lidina, will he have access to the land?
No, not at all.
So the point I'm making is that as Ghanaians we are our own enemies. We allow foreigners to come and destroy our country. We allow the foreigners to come and destroy our lands, our environment, our water bodies. Whereas wo Ghanaian who could do China, yeah, they will not allow you anywhere. They won't allow you around their. Do you know how they value their culture? Chinese people, they value their culture, their tradition, their state artifacts. They value it because everything in China has historical meanings. They value it and they keep those things for tourism purposes. They make money from it. So yeah, mobile now you be yeah doors wide and more. You say gold never ha munko. Now you do mochi and they will be working for them. They give us peanuts. They give us peanuts. They destroy our water bodies. You see a munu free munu river munu free munu. Now ma say no ma be fire gold no more de call. It's about time. You see, if the Galamsey fight will succeed, it depends on the people too.
Yeah.
Because I think when we started this they call it Blue Water Operation or something.
Yeah, Blue Water Initiative.
Blue Water Initiative. When we started it, the people in the vicinity, they were fighting the team.
Yeah.
Recently, just this week, the Minister for Lands, Amabua, he had to intervene between a clash between the illegal team and the legal team fighting Galamsey. He had to intervene. So if Galamsey would succeed, the fight against Galamsey would succeed. The people must have a change of mindset to understand, say, whatever water bodies is there, is for our own consumption and for our generation to come. Look at the cocoa farms that are being destroyed. Did you see the cocoa farms?
Yeah.
Cocoa production. Ghana is known for cocoa production, and it is our number one foreign exchange earner. Just before MPP left power, cocoa dropped as our number one foreign exchange earner. Why? Because the people were selling their cocoa farms to Galamsey people, so that they would use the land for if anything, gold mining.
Yeah.
So you know that it looks like the patriotism, the love for the country, and the love to protect what God gave us as a country. You know, greed has taken over. So me, I'm supporting the look. I spoke a lot about against the fight for the fight against Galamsey, and in government I would support any group of people who would go out there and fight against Galamsey. And so kudos to my sister Hannah Bisiu for the work she's doing out there. And if you ask what she's doing there, then you and Kasano, you need help upstairs, because she's trying to reclaim our lands for our own purposes and uses, instead of allowing it to be used by just one group of greedy people who don't care whether when they finish the mining they will reclaim the land. They don't care about anybody but themselves, you know. So kudos to the team, and kudos to the team at the Forestry Commission, kudos to the team at the Ministry of Lands, the minister and his people, the Defense, Ministry of Defense, Ministry of Interior, all of them. The joint interministerial committee that is working on the fight. This Mugabe, this is proper fight against Galamsey, not the one that was set up under Nanado, where Charles Bisiu and co were seen taking money and not doing any work. Yeah. That's one we can see them on the ground. Before I move on, we finish. I mean, I have like 2 minutes, right?
Yeah, take it.
Okay.
Because your media guys be on more discourse.
Okay.
One is Erastus Donko.
Oh yes, Erastus does a great job.
Tewia.
Yeah. Yeah, I see a lot of Erastus videos.
Somebody has sent
him Tewia prayer.
Yeah.
Moko sa you will be my or more the idea of born team. A man say the condition and head at any good. Penny phone trouble many no money. No more insurance. Mrs. Brown, Forestry Commission, your Bonabasu, papa, more money, no more money in your day, Uncle, because I affected me.
It don't go and take bribe from one Chinese man and then allow him to come and destroy what belongs to all of us. We need to love our country more than that. Now, coming to what's his name? Kofi Jumo and Juma and Buffer Store, Kanan. Anan Wahab and GTDC. I mean, when I hear you see, where MP before movie, I know more to a how they stole millions, Mugabe, millions. And if Ghanaians are not angry enough now, honestly, I don't know. Yeah, too soft. Share Sika or movie, Buffer Stock guy, no Hanan. Yes, 7.5 million Ghana cedis to buy watches. I think they have something about watches. They are. You see, it's like more like money laundering. So when they steal the money, they can't put it in their accounts because no, they are cotton watch and they cannot watch no crano or cotton. They get their money back. Kofi Juma Dieno, you say in 2022, he made 25.1 million loss at Gihok. And in 2023, he made 25.5 million loss at Gihok. And in 2024, his audit production loss of 50.6 million. Into Kofi Juma every year was increasing the losses. What this means is that Sika company they are not making any profit, but they are rather making losses. And every year, government is putting money in. And when JMB said, "Nansanso ye tong."
Because Sunday will be no munsa when you so alcohol sells.
Now,
so how come?
Now apart from that, you say cars are Hyundai Genesis I turn 100,000 Ghana cedis or no Toman for 4,000 Ghana cedis. Ubekaya Kofi Juma was the one when workers decided that they were going to go on strike. I think it had to do with Brian Achampon's bid to buy the state hotels.
Yeah.
And workers decided that they were going to go on strike. Kofi Juma held a press conference and warned his workers that if you go on that strike, don't come back. This is the man who has brought Gihok down. He is the former president's son, father-in-law, because his son is married to one of Nanado's.
Hey, no more would that in the rap politics would a beleke get here.
Then Mugabe, then we come to Buffer Stock. Hanan Wahab, $7 million Ghana cedis spent on watches. Watch, 7 point. He spent that on watches. Then you come to Ghana Tourism Development Company, GTDC. And also there's they said ghost for cash, and also they have stolen. I'm not talking thousands, I'm talking millions. This is apart from beginning ones now investigating. Okay. And the way MPP now say where we sika pensioner numna chain also. The reason why I'm saying this is that I've seen that their top MPP people, they are on Facebook saying that John Mahama is behind the arrest and he's using Raymond Acha. Raymond Acha. Kososa. Raymond Kososa.
DCOP Osman. Chiwamo.
They are complaining. Say I didn't yet hey, inti MPP for Mutimu Yeding. Obi Sika 7.7 million Ghana cedis. Ebra say Buffer Stock on Fanto Adriane and Fanfidi School for Mubekaya. Secondary schools, they ran short of food. There was no food, they had to shut down. But the person in charge of Buffer Stock, Hanan Wahab, had bought watches worth 7 million Ghana cedis when students could not be fed under Nanado. And you are on Facebook saying, Adene. We campaigned on oral. And oral will work. Opa koshepo. Woshepo and fire who.
Very well.
You better investigating. We will get to the bottom of it. And whoever has stolen money, the money shall be retrieved.
Very well. Let's also a time now.
The real essence of what J.J. Rawlings left for us in the spirit of the two revolutions is what Dr. Louisa Hannah Bissell has expressed and is expressing, and in the fight against Galamsey, taking the battle to the war front head on. She's a trained cadre from Cuba. The principles of probity, accountability, transparency, and social justice are planted in her. Office now Otimu Sisiano Obiko Brabin or Gisicano and no record nipa no report to nipa no. Anna Bissell. Wow, fantastic woman. Kosuko ye Juma Kese Magana.
Nursing for your time so and her excellency lawyer Zita Benson. Madam Munina say no me asabi mu ne sha se kopim say eja akas man enum na enwere no sia abo. Ye de power kase ebo papa emo de ehie de ebrewo. I just say hey capacity for na no bia 80 udru art center baby abefebia obi eti o apia stadium ya misha na onya wo kese sa so na mo art center nyina echacha mu nyina ene anwumesi obi ade na fidi na eden ato a otie ene